Hello. How are you? Enjoying the One Conference so far? So, just before we start, I want to introduce myself. I am Inês Munhá, one of the UX leaders here in OutSystems. And I'm here with my colleague, Hugo Gonçalves, who is the product manager for our mobile solution. Hello, Hugo.
Hi, Inês. Hello, everyone. I hope that you are enjoying our Great One conference. And in this session, today, we are going to present you all these new mobile capabilities that will help you to build great mobile applications. And among many other capabilities that I'm going to present you, let me give you a special peek about our new OutSystems mobile UI. The OutSystems mobile UI, it's a completely new UI framework that will help our app developers to build mobile applications with creative experiences. And to better demonstrate what we have available, we have built a live app. We have a customer-centric banking app that prioritizes user experience, usability, and UI. But you may be wondering, why we need to care about UI? Does the UI even matter? Or don't users care more about those features and functionalities when they are using a mobile application? And actually, the answer is no. Most users, they do prioritize a delightful user experience over anything else. And UI is the foundation for this overall experience. UI, it will ensure that your applications are smooth and faster.
Yeah, so UI allows the user to interact with technology in a way that it's efficient, accessible, user-friendly, and ideally, it's also enjoyable. Because the thing is, users will most likely use one application that it's user-friendly for them and that they actually enjoy. Users nowadays, they are used to applications such as YouTube, Instagram, even Gmail or Slack. So for us to meet users' expectations, we will need to match those experiences. Maybe these numbers doesn't come to you as a surprise. Studies say that the vast majority of users' first impression is influenced by design. It is very, very fast for a user to look at an application and know how they feel about it.
And making that first impression, the impression that Inês just mentioned, making that a good one is critical. That first impression will set the expectations in the user's mind for what the rest of their experience will be like. UI is a fundamental part of defining this experience. UI will ensure that your application is easy to navigate, intuitive to use, and is accessible to everyone. And we know that while the ultimate goal of a user when they are using an application, it's to accomplish some task, it's to get something from an application, UI works under the hood to delight this journey. UI will bring subtle feedbacks like animation, sound, haptics, everything comes together to create a cohesive and enjoyable user journey. And for us, OutSystems, as technology providers in this mobile development space, we truly believe that our mission is to provide our customers with the best UI toolkit in the market. We want to bring to you a completely new toolkit that will help our app developers to build, to create a mobile experience that all users will love. And now, let's stop presenting slides and let's see this mobile app that we have built for you. Let's see what our new mobile UI framework is capable of. And during our presentation, try to have a special attention about the details, about the smoothness of this application, of this transition, this journey. Try to pay attention of everything, like of all those things. Ines, let's see what we have got.
Let's go. So, we've built this one banking application for you. Here we go. So, at top, we have a native splash screen in place, and it is very, very fast to load. As any banking application should, it goes to a screen so I can enter my passcode. Of course, we also have the native capabilities of authentication. So I'm going to use face recognition to go in. Here we go. OK, so we have a modern, clean look. I see on top a carousel that I can easily swipe between the cards to see all of my accounts. It is quite smooth. I also have some quick actions to accelerate my workflow, to well-organized lists with transactions and incoming payments. I also see we have an improved iconography. It looks really cool. So now I'm going to show you one thing. Take a look at how smooth the screen transitions are. How do you feel about it? It looks good. And now that we are at the transactions screen, it has such a long list that I can easily scroll down, and it feels really, really native. Let's go back. I have one more thing I want to show you. So I have a check that I need to deposit. So I'm going to tap and deposit. It opens a bottom sheet drawer. My main account is selected. I just need to take the photo. Let's go ahead. So we have the native camera plugged in. And I'm going to take a photo to the check. Here we go. OK. I'm going to use it. OK, so the bank and the amount are already pre-filled with information coming from the check. I'm going to show you one thing. If I tap in the amount, the screen adjusts so I can actually see the keyboard, and I continue to see the input. Also, an improvement is we have inputs that are related with keyboards. We actually have an amount input with a keyboard to fill in the amount. And these are news that we're going to offer to you out of the box. OK. I'm OK. We can confirm your check was successfully deposited. Thank you very much. Let's go back.
Ines, this has been great so far, but let me stop you for a second here. Seeing the application here on screen, it seems nice, it seems great. But I'm imagining that testing that application directly on that smartphone, the experience should be even smoother and faster, and you should try. And you have highlighted a quite number of new things already. We have seen a native face recognition, smooth scrolling, lazy loading, improved keyboard types and position, new gestures, new components, a very fast app startup. That's a lot of developments here. And I'm wondering here how we were able to accomplish, to bring so many of these capabilities together.
Yeah, so there's a lot of work here behind the scenes. So as we want you to build delightful mobile applications, we're going to offer you with the fundamental elements to do so. And those are components out of the box that look great and are intuitive by nature. Components that do not require any extra instruction on how to use, and screen transitions, animations, haptics, micro-interactions. So all of those elements that will create an emotional connection between the user and the application. So I'm going to just stop now for a second. Not sure I said enough times out of the box. And this is a new offer out of the box, as we aim to continue our role as mobile app development leaders.
But don't just take our word for it. Our joint teams, OutSystems and Ionic together, we have delivered an industry-leading platform, ranking as leaders in numerous categories. We receive recognition for mobile development framework, mobile development platform, component libraries, build automation, continuous delivery, and the list goes on and goes on. What Ines has shown so far is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this new mobile UI. We have built so many capabilities inside this bundle. And I'm going to highlight a few of them here. We have more than 40 new UI patterns. And this time, our patterns, they are widgets, which can take immediately advantage of a better advanced extensibility. You can also use the library versions for you to have a smooth progression on your applications. We have created a new simple way for you to customize the look of your widgets, the variations. These variations will allow you, with a single click, by selecting a simple option, to change the look of your widgets in a very simple way now. We have new themes, which came with the powerful styling options, as well improvements to our page layouts. A richer developer experience. You will have available new low-code abstractions to make your development process simpler and faster. On top of this, we improved performance. We have smooth transition, native integrations throughout, and so much more. Bottom line, we are making it easier for developers. By handling those tweaks for Android and iOS, meaning bringing those specific capabilities that you want to see in each one of these devices, bringing those native gestures, those native behaviors that create a smooth experience, by bringing all those things together inside the same bundle, we are reducing the time and skill set for you to build a mobile application. What we want is you focus on how you want your screens to look like, and we will take care of the rest.
Yeah, so let me tell you one thing. OutSystems identified improvements to be done in mobile app development. So when these two powerhouses in the industry joined forces, we evaluated both technology stacks and ultimately decided to build the new mobile offer, leveraging the best ideas from both worlds. Many of the components, the widgets, enhancements that Ugo mentioned, we are taking advantage of the Ionic UI framework to build that, because Ionic UI framework has been fine-tuned for a decade. As for the native capabilities we've also discussed, those will be carried over via Capacitor that will be powering OutSystems mobile applications. So Capacitor is the cross-platform native runtime leading the market. And it has a vast community of developers ensuring that the mobile stack is up to date with market trends. Also, it makes creating Forge components easy with simple native APIs, and it gives you access to a large ecosystem of plugins only possible by combining low-code with open source offers. All current applications will be compatible with this Capacitor shell, with little to no effort to adopt it. Let's go back to the one banking application, because we do have more to share. Here we go. OK, so when I left, I had a badge in my top bar saying that I have a message. Here we go. Let's type in. So we transition into my inbox. And OK, I see I received two similar messages. Maybe I don't need both of them. This is very cool. With a simple gesture, I can have access to actions that I can actually delete one list item. But I am curious about this dialog approval in minutes. Let's see what it is. OK, so by simply filling in this form, I can have a loan. I need improvements in my backyard. Let's go ahead. So with this native-like slider, I can select the amount I need. OK. And as for the starting dates, let's see. Wow. It opens the bottom sheet, a drawer with a date picker. Wow, this date picker looks very, very improved. How cool. So let's just select one date to start, and I can go ahead and confirm. It's done. This is cool. Now we have more to show. So let me go into my profile here. And Ugo mentioned before that we have new themes out of the box. And I see that we have a dark theme. It's easy to switch on. Let's go. Woohoo! It looks good. Doesn't it?
Yes, indeed. These new themes are amazing.
So let's see one more thing. Let's go in my profile. OK, so I have my name, date of birth, phone number. But the phone number looks odd, doesn't it? I wonder, why is it formatted like this? Maybe if I go to the Odyssey Studio, we can find a solution? Let's see. OK. So, are we? We are. OK, so I have my profile here. And this is the input where the problem is. So maybe, let's see. If I go to the properties, I see the input type is set to number, which is fine. And I see that we have new properties in place out of the box. And we have input masks now. So maybe if I simply choose one of them, phone US, it looks good to me. You see how the preview already adjusted. This is really cool. But one more thing. Did you notice that I only have a screen for the profile, right? This happens because this is a mini app. And mini apps are concepts we often see in Superapps. The good thing about Superapps is that we can have independent development life cycles, meaning I can be here making changes to this profile screen while other teams are making changes to other mini apps or even the core app. Let's go ahead and publish so then we can see the results. Woohoo! Here we go. We have input masks in place now showing in the one banking application. So when it will work, it will be very cool to have these over-the-air updates. But Ugo, you probably have more stuff to show.
I'm going to bring those things. I'm very glad that you highlighted all those new things here. This new super app capability, it's a huge improvement for teams building with OutSystems. A super app enables multiple featured teams to maintain a single mobile app, each with its own independent life cycles. And by doing this, we are eliminating those challenges that we often see in siloed team and software dependencies. Teams now are able to follow their respective release schedules, which is a direct result of this modular architecture with a more streamlined delivery process. Have this in mind. If we can have multiple teams working together under the same mobile app, where each team can work in their specific part of the application, independent from the rest of the application, and that area has its own life cycle, they can have their independent releases. This means that we can shape more features and faster. and the ability to keep pushing the live updates, users are always on the latest versions. But this super app capability, it's great about these enhanced release cycles, but we are bringing more for the teams. The super apps also help to maximize the code reusability. A super app and its structure of a core shell and all those mini apps attached inherently facilitates the app scalability. Major features like authentication. You can build once and you can share that flow with the super app as well, all the mini apps. What I'm meaning here is, you just need to log in once and you have access to everything. And this is possible because the services are seamless shared between the super app and all those mini apps. But let me bring a more visual example. Think about common use cases like a profile or an account page. These are perfect examples where a mini app shouldn't be rebuilt. Rather, it can be used over and over again. You can build once and you can share those mini apps. You can share those flows with several super apps. And by doing that, you are saving time building your application. You are making your development process simpler here. But I brought to you two great benefits for the teams, maximizing the code reusability and enhanced life cycles. But how about the business? Is this great for the business? And this is really good for the business indeed. With super apps, we can have fewer applications in the market because now we can combine multiple applications into one. And that will give a clear picture for your users of what they need to download. You can provide a better journey, a better onboarding process. And by providing a better experience for your users, this directly results in a better app retention as well as an overall growth for the business and all its services. But besides these benefits of merging multiple applications, merging applications with the most used ones is even better. If you want to release a new application, if you want to start a new line of business, by releasing that application on top of your most used apps, you are making your new business instantly available to all your users' database. Now imagine and compare how fast is to reach your users like this, releasing on top of your most used apps, comparing if you are going to release a new application on a store. How fast is that? So super apps allows you to promote your business faster and drastically reduce the customer acquisition cost. What we are seeing here is an accelerated time from concept to the business value. And we also get a far better user experience for all parties.
Yeah, so moral of the story is that invest in UX is critical. And it's not only me saying this. So studies from a leading analyst actually say that by investing $1 in UX, you can actually have a return of $100. So do you know that if you solve an UX problem before you actually release your product, it can save you 100 times than if you do it after? The thing is, imagine Airbnb or Revolut, if you want to continue in this banking example. If those applications had entered the market with a poor user experience, they wouldn't be where they are today. Let's recap. OutSystems has made very strategic investment here. The acquisition of Ionic reinforced the mobile app development capabilities. With mobile UI being built on top of the UI Ionic framework with that native look and feel we so often hear about. With Capacitor enabling that modern runtime bridge, and with Superapps, empowering developers to build much faster. What the One Banking application demonstrates is how effective this new mobile offer will be. So we're not only improving the experience of the mobile apps you develop, we are also driving more return for your business. As a good user experience will drive more adoption, will drive more retention, and users, they are much more likely to continue to use and to trust one application with a seamless and intuitive experience.
And now, as for the timelines, when you have this available for you to start testing in your environments. So starting from the mobile UI, it will be released very soon as an EAP program, Early Access Program. I'm going to give you a link in a moment for you to apply to our program. And in fact, we'd love you to go there and register. Your feedback for us is crucial. We need your feedback, like, can you build your entire use case with this framework? Is there anything missing there? What are the things that you like the most? Or your teams are building faster? Are they more agile? We need all these kind of things from your side for us to make even better mobile UI framework. Next, we have Capacitor. Capacitor, it will be available until the end of this year, and soon it is available. Go ahead and try it, and start using and testing those native capabilities that Capacitor can bring for you to build your mobile application, new native APIs. But you can also start using Capacitor plugins now. Okay, so you have a bigger plugin ecosystem for you to use on your mobile applications. And finally, Superapps, this modular architecture, which will arrive at the beginning of 2025. And go ahead and try it. You will love that. So, here is the link. Go ahead, scan it. We love that you apply and give us your feedback on this. And if you have any question about anything that we discussed today, if you want to go deep in some specific topic here, or if you want to have any additional information about anything about OutSystems, we'd love you to visit us in our product booth. We'll be there today and tomorrow in that product booth there. And our role here is to clarify, it's to speak with you, to help you in anything that you may need. I hope that you enjoy our session. I hope that you are so excited as we are with all these new mobile capabilities, and enjoy the rest of our conference. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.